What is up, YouTube? This is your girl Killer Rose. Right now I'm at the gym. I'm just here focusing on toning more and of course cardio. But I'm trying to figure out what I can do in order to progress more. Um a year. It seems like I've been going around in circles. Yes, I like eating the same things. It's definitely bad, but I want to say some good things that's coming up. And I mean, I'm excited. I'm so excited, but I'm just, you know, how you feel when after you got home from a vacation. You feel relieved. You feel like, your brain is not in a fog, and it seems like, like everything is going okay. Well, I have another vacation that's coming up. I'm excited. I am. Don't get me wrong. It's just that, oh my God, guys. I mean, I'm gonna see some good, good family, but the holidays is holidaying, and I don't know. We have to see. We'll have to see. Um, but I'm thinking by this week, because I also had to not only be with family on Saturday, but but it's important because of a graduation that's going on. So I'm gonna be celebrating that. Um, Most importantly, I don't know. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with regarding to next year, because yeah, of course, I do want to get you the loop on things on like channel, my channel update. I figure that if I wanted to do something spectacular, I want to do something that's great and that I think it's great. You know, I'm thinking, what if I go to Streamlabs, I'll be able to multi-stream, I'll be able to make videos and content, and I'll be able to figure a lot of things out. Hopefully that is the case. I mean, I really do want to, to actually learn, because I mean, you guys seen it. I already know about it. That when I, for some odd reason, when I go on YouTube Live, it ends up catching my audio, which is what you hear my voice, but it doesn't capture game audio. And that's like the most upsetting thing, because I want you guys to know what I'm doing and how bad it scared me. Because I mean, like I was, how I died, right? Where I, in Minecraft, was trying to, like, there was gravel. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know there was lava underneath. I didn't hear lava. So I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, I'm a little sketched out, but I'm gonna do this anyway and see what's gonna, I just thought, there's nothing can happen, right? I mean, there's one diamond here. I mean, there could be anything that's, anything. I mean, like, it looks like one diamond that's there, and I didn't, I knew that that was a trap, but I still continued to do it anyways. And so yeah, I end up messing up on that part, and I end up losing everything that I got. I lost it. And I know the audio is an issue, because I something that I'm trying to address. It's, for me, it's a long process, because I don't have a savvy computer or a laptop that can actually let me do the work, like actually record, or actually capture the game audio. So it's, I already know what the receiver's end is. I know what to expect, but I know for a fact that I want to be able to actually create good themes, good games, like, not good games, but I want to be able to actually do something. And that is, it costs money, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it does cost money. It does cost, most of your time, Time is money, they say, but I mean, for real, I'm sick of having to go out. I'd rather have, what is it, I forgot what it was called. Instead of contributing your time, I would rather have the money go to me without having to do anything. And that's everyone's dream. They want money to accumulate without having to lift a finger. And I mean, trust me, I would rather do that, like, I'm the type of person that don't like to edit. I feel like, you know, but I understand in a way. Yes, I'm stuttering. Okay, that some of the parts are boring. Some of the parts that let's say if I'm going to point A to point B, I don't want to keep doing that, going back and forth. Just discuss where I'm going and just head there without having a long clip of me actually running or going on to my minecart, stuff like that. Edits is very good, but I'm the type of person that likes to keep it under low key. Like, I don't like to have massive edits every single frame. I want to be able to edit, but I want to be able to edit good, like something you can see in a movie, but not a shitty movie. I don't like that. I like it where you're like in a suspense, like what are you expecting me to do? Trust me, I have ideas, but those ideas need to be brought back. And trust me, when I get home, guys, from work, absolutely, it's just absolutely tiring. But regardless, besides all that, I'm gonna cut, like almost just cut this right here because I don't have enough time. With that being said, with the audio, I mean, that's all I can do for now. And with Twitch, I don't know why, but like the settings that I tried to put up with is telling me that it's, like for some reason it's not allowing me to have my Twitch, with microphone and camera, accessible. For some reason it's not, like, even though I go through my privacy settings, it's still not letting me do what the things that I need to be doing. And all you can hear is game audio, but never my audio, where I get to talk and do all these other things. I don't know, I have a feeling like maybe I could do something about that, but thinking it's crazy. Okay, would rather see I want to see if I can actually do something, but have it where people can listen to their own music and watch me build anything on Twitch, right? In Minecraft and creative mode. Would rather do that. Watch me, chill and watch me build or something like that. I don't know. I'm just giving out ideas. Just a huge update that I might be gone. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I was not expecting this. It was a last minute call, but I am definitely, it's gonna be definitely cool. I don't want to mess this up, and mess what up? It's, I have no idea what they just said right now, but it's it's a big thing. It's a big thing. I'm excited though, but I just don't want to disclose anything just yet. Not just just to respect the family. Love them lots, but just it's an exciting, and it's supposed to be a surprise, so I can't I don't know how to describe this vacation, but it's gonna be a good deal. It's gonna be awesome. And so my mom's excited. She wants to take as much time off as she can possibly can, And I thought I worked on Christmas Eve, but apparently not. I don't, and I'm excited. I'm actually very happy about it. And I mean, I think I'll probably have overtime, but who knows. It's terrible timing, guys, but I'm I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna try my best and see what I can do in the meantime. Okay, I know you guys, I mean, like, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I do this, as much as I can. If I miss a day, that means I haven't gone to the gym. I haven't. You need to stay committed. I'm talking about myself because, trust me, guys, it's just been a long, scorching battle that I had to fight for myself. And so, thinking I just need to find more time. I need to find more time. I like to go on YouTube as soon as I get home. That's the first thing that I wanted to do, but I need to adjust my schedule enough so I can actually have the energy to work out, because right now I'm tired. Right now I'm a little tired, but I know for a fact that it's gonna be a good deal. Yeah, do something that you love to do, or that you're really good at. I haven't figured out what I'm really good at. That is the most problematic thing that I've got to learn about myself, that I don't really know who I am, that's what just, kind of stopped me in my tracks. I'm like loving what I do. I mean, I can, love what I do, but what if it's not a good company? What if it's not a good environment? Or, what if it was too much of a demand that I love something but end up hating it? That's the worst thing that I feel like that could happen. And that's I don't know, doing something that I'm good at. I mean, I know I'm good at taking pictures. A lot of people compliment me my photography, but I'm not just bragging. I'm just giving out, but I don't know. People have to share what I'm good at in order for me to capture it, because I really don't know. I don't. So, 740, guys. It's tough. It's very tough, but I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to do it the best I can. I know you guys, you guys mean a whole lot to me. Believe it or not, you guys do. And I appreciate that you subscribe to my channel, and that you support me. That is like the number one key, that you guys really do support me in a way. Yes, you do. It makes me realize that you guys like this kind of stuff. You like this kind of content. I mean, I remember a time where I was about to quit YouTube because of the fact that YouTube wanted to pull this AI or ID verification, and I'm like, listen, this is an America, okay? This is America. We don't have to listen to or abide by anyone's rules. We, as an Americans, can decide what the hell we want to do. I mean, we have so much junk that we need to clear out. We have a junk drawer that we need to organize. And for me, it's like, protecting the First Amendment, Second Amendment, of course, and so on and so forth. Everything about the, about the amendments that we have is the most important, that we need to protect. And now, I know one is, trying to be challenged, which is a valid reason. And the only thing is that people have the misconception, or at least the misunderstanding, that this would change the lives forever. And the thing is that these people, and you would know who, which is the illegals, they would come here illegally to basically have the, you know, like a born birthright, right? So let's say, I don't know how, let's just say somewhere some guy, some girl got pregnant in, or like made a girl pregnant in the United States. Well, that said baby is now an American, you know. They have a birthright here in America, and it seems like these, you know, these people are taking advantage of the system. And that's, I mean, for me, that's my opinion. I feel like that is a valid reason. A lot of people are sick of, you know, having people cheating the system and getting money off of it, but by fraudulent checks that's coming out of a taxpayer's money. And now that is, for me, I would be so upset. And yeah, there is a lot of corruption here in Arizona. Not a whole lot, not as much as I would like to know about, but there is a whole lot of corruption. Like what? Like freaking teachers going out in Vegas. That is the worst type of thing that I could ever pay out of my tax-paying money. That's like something like that's far beyond, that's a priority. I mean, I would rather have teachers take the students to a science fair, or one of those I mean, I've been through there as a kid. I'm probably running my time here, but I would take these kids, if I was a teacher, to an actual place where they have history of the Holocaust, and the way that, you know, they showed their shoes. Have you seen the shoes that they have? They have like they would make these people take off their shoes, and it was disgusting. You would see a whole lot of parachutes, and it's not just men or women, but there's children too that has shoes in the mix. It's crazy. I would want to, well, not just kids, right? When I mean kids, I mean like teenagers, you know, teenagers that's about to be an adult, that are legally, you know, when you're 18, you're legally to vote, you know, under, you know, in the United States. If you're an American, you can vote. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that these kids, these teenagers, are just not learning what's, you know, behind the walls of the school. Like for me, I never got to, you know, get prepared on what it's like being an adult. And that's the worst thing that you can do to an actual kid, is to push them into a school. And I mean, trust me, that happened to me since I was 18 years old, through, I would say, yeah, 18 through 19 years old. We'll say about 20. June, like past June, that was my final moment of ever going to college. Besides what was it, 2019, tried to do an online course, failed. No, I didn't fail. I just deliberately, I just read through a class. That was it. And that was, what is this guy doing? Alright, anyways, hopefully we're all good. But what I'm trying to say is that these kids, these teenagers, are not learning a lot of stuff. Besides, what was it, that book that made me so upset? It was so disgusting, guys. If I would have told my parents, I think they would have been so mad as well. I think especially my dad. My dad, he loves you know, Miss Santa Claus and Santa Claus. He just, you know, that reminds him of actually hanging out with his family, his mom and dad. And so when I saw that book that was like Mr. Claus and his husband, Oh my god. I'm like, wait, what? This is gonna actually go to a school? What the hell? Like, listen, you have so many books that you can teach kids and, actually create actual core values, but you want to give these kids junk? What the hell, dude? Like, these kids do not care about who's gonna kiss who, okay? They don't care about that. You know what? You know what's the most funniest thing about a kid? When they see someone smooching on someone else, is that they think that it's like cooties. Like, they think it's gross, it's disgusting. They don't care about who's, kissing who or holding hands. If they ask about it, with a parent right on the side, be like, they're holding hands, of course they're gonna know, okay, this is it's just a normal thing that they know, they're aware of. But I mean, for me, it's like, leave these kids alone. These kids do not care. The only thing that they probably care right now is coloring, Legos, and video games, if they do have a console. I mean, obviously, with this coming to a fact, is that, I mean, I could spew on a lot about this, but with kids with tablets and phones and just, I'm not saying that I'm implying that I'm for with this, with this ban, with the under 16 years old. I'm not with that. For me, it's like, I don't go for that. I'm not supporting that. I think that parents should be held reliable if they cannot get their shit together and raise their child. Actually discipline if they see some text, or go through their phone once in a while. And yes, my mom has done it, my dad has done it, or if I had a Facebook page, I would have them on my Facebook page. I would have them, under, seeing what I post. And now, if I post anything that's inappropriate, anything that's bad, they will let me know that, hey, this is, you shouldn't write this, you shouldn't, say this. And trust me, that's the whole core. But anyways, guys, I gotta get going. It's already 7:15, and I have to go to the gym. But yeah, my stance is like, you gotta take care of your kids. Stop taking these children to school. Homeschool them, because these people, they do not give a crap about how they're gonna teach your kids and studies. The whole school system is failing. I mean, you gotta tell me why these kids are not passing their grades. Now, if it's their parents, then good, fine. We had an actual problem that needs to be fixed. CPS, you need to get involved. And if you notice that these kids are failing these classes, that you gotta do an investigation on whose fault it is. For me, I'm just so sick of seeing these kids failing. It's like, there's no excuse unless it's a freaking tablet or a TV or a video game, because I was that one kid. And or they're not interested in studying that that class. I mean, you gotta figure out what the hell is going on. Who is at fault here? What can we do to improve this, the success in our our children's future? That's the most important thing. Is that a lot of people don't realize it until it's too late. Imagine their kids, learn a bunch of junk that they're not gonna carry on, in a high school or in college, unless the parents actually force and robotically put them in their minds that this is bad and this is good. I mean, some teacher already done this, she knows way more than me. I need to find her name, but man, she was something else. But it's like, let the kids be kids, dude. I mean, there's so much that a kid can learn, and they could think it's more interesting than a book that tells Santa Claus is kissing a husband than his wife. I mean, that's disgusting. I mean, for me, I mean, to have that in a classroom, I mean, for me, that's oppressive, if you want to go that route. That, I mean, to think that that's cool is to force something on somebody's child is absolutely disgusting. I think it is. But besides all that, guys, I know I can be talking and talking. I'm sorry. That's just how I am. I like to bring up world events and other stuff. I mean, but yeah, I mean, if you listen to this rambling for so long, 25 minutes, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a good talker, but I need to limit my talking because it's crazy. But I do believe America should be first. The first thing is to not just to work on the outside. Of course, Nigeria is actually being attacked. But Israel, they're okay now, for now, because these buffoons, they're targeting, like, not specifically Israel, but they're targeting Jews. They're targeting Jews, they're targeting Christians. And so that's for me, I'm like, okay, yes, but we need to take care of Nigeria. And now a lot of people can say, Nigeria, come on now, Rose, like, what's going on? Like, you want to fund another war? And like, no, but to like put your foot down by annihilating these guys and telling them, you better back the fuck off or we're gonna just bomb your ass, okay? We're telling you right now, you may have, like, cars or horses on a back ride. We got missiles that are ready to go because we haven't used them in quite some time. And now, it may seem extreme, but guess what? I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. That is something that you don't want to threaten, a terrorist organization. You might as well do the thing, right? These terrorists, they don't care. They might as well go in harder. That's why you don't threaten them. You just do what you gotta do. That's the end of it. And with that being said, I'm sorry for being heated. That's one thing. But we are being not only, not just the people that are being attacked from the outside, but we are being attacked from within. I mean, there's so many things that is going on that's terrible. No one can live anywhere anymore. No one can actually find a job to, have a stabilized income to actually afford an apartment. If it's not housing, it's not an apartment either. And so what do? You live in mom's house, you live in dad's house. What if you don't have that probability where you can actually go in and actually try to save some money? It's gonna be a tough road ahead of you if you do not have anyone to rely on, especially with your friends. I mean, yeah, you can go live with them, but you have a responsibility to pay what is owed. And that's the worst thing about it, is that people, they cannot find a good affordability with a house. If you had more affordability in a house, you will have more children. That's my opinion. I don't know if it's a fact. You can fact check me, but I think that's true. That, if you have more affordability with houses, families can come in, new families, new married couple, new marriage that just happened a while back, found a house, wants to have a new life with new children. It's, it doesn't, it connects. And for me, I mean, I believe that should be the most top priorities to house your Americans. It is insane how many people are actually like took advantage of the system. I feel like there's more to be uncovered. I feel like there's more billions of dollars that have been rummaged through, not just through other states that you probably know. I feel like there's a lot of more states involved that have been corrupting the American people's lives, and that had took advantage of the Americans' tax-paying dollars. And I feel like those dollars should be owed to the Americans. I feel like these people who are running the show actually absolutely just like shit on their parade, on the Americans' parade. I feel like that, these people took advantage of the Americans, and they should definitely be charged with a crime for fraud, for fraudulent and embezzlement. I feel like that shouldn't, everyone should go to jail by now. I don't know why, unless they're, it's under an active investigation or something, but someone should be in jail right now. Someone should be in jail and prosecuted, and for everyone to see their faces. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It's true. People are just committing crime after crime, thinking that because they let them out early, they won't, have to be accountable for what crime that they did. And yeah, you see someone here and there that actually got charged with stuff, but not enough people that are being charged with. Most judges that I've seen or heard, don't know their names. Wish I could know their names. So if I would have, known their names and their faces, I would have been like, if I get in trouble and I see this person, I know for a fact I would have to get a good lawyer, in my hands. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna do anything crazy, but life is life. Sometimes you cannot avoid situations, or like, say if I can get into a fender bender, it's my fault, or something along the lines. I'm not saying that that's a big deal, but I'm saying that, let's say if, for instance, I'm a victim of something. I'm not going to say anything, but let's say I was a victim, I got injured, stuff like that, a long-term recovery, but this guy goes out and go free. And now my parents, on the other hand, they're probably mad, if something like that happened. They would go after that guy. They would have someone to represent me, and they would be like, we want to charge this guy because of my daughter's care. Who's gonna pay for this? Why is this guy going out free when he did this X, Y, and Z? Why is he getting out when there's for no reason this guy should be out in society because he did X, Y, and Z? So that's my point, guys. My God, I feel like I gave you a mouthful of words, but I had to clarify what I believe in. I feel like people should go in jail. If you do some bad shit will happen to you. Point blank, you should not go to outside of society, what was it? Release for hers or his own reconnaissance, or like, oh, we got a post bond bail that you can pay off. Like, no, dude. Fucking trim the ones that are, that can do community service. Put the fucking people who are actually doing some really hard crimes and put them in jail. If you really want to save money, or have it where it's a, it's a fair system, but it's a system that works for people who can just actually do something in society. That actually, let's say they got, I don't know, I would say like they got, marijuana charge, right? Or not a marijuana charge, because, of course, that's just out the window. Let's say because they got probable cause that they can search the vehicle because they got marijuana in the car. Well, now you're asking for, like, let's say, I'm not gonna, assault an officer is probably bad, but let's say it was just, like they just pushed them, or like, I don't know, maybe, some people just need to clarify or like say, hey, that's wrong, either way. But, imagine what it would be like if like someone was not complying with law enforcement because they feel like their rights is being under attack, and they're not complying with the law. Now, this disorderly conduct or refusing to give identification. Let's say if they got, let's say 3 months, between a year or 3 months in jail. Okay, I'm not sure about the laws, but you can correct me as I go on. I'm saying that, in any case, these people who done little crime that can be fixed, they should be able to do community service by cleaning the streets, or by helping a food drive, right? Something that can actually benefit Americans, actually help people, or serve your time, but with supervision, right? And as soon as you're done, you're good. You're set straight. People like that, I mean, I feel like that should be a fair share. No, not even Steven. Because, I mean, I feel like people should have a chance. There's a lot more people to be put in jail that deserve to be in jail, and we already know who should be in jail. I already spoke about that, but if you don't know who, then I mean, there's so many streamers, streamers out there in Twitch and some other, streaming content that you can find, and I could tell you, yeah, that person can go to jail. That person should not be on the streets harassing people. I can guarantee you that they should be charged with assault, or bullying or harassment. I mean, they should be able to get a track record of like this person harassing you. And not only that would they get charged with that, but you can also put a restraining order on them. Alright guys, 8:06, it is time. I know I'm gonna miss you guys. Definitely gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. An hour of workout, I think. It's 8:06, so it might be a little less, but it's okay. It's fine. I like doing this. I love doing this. I love, giving my opinions, my ideas, see where it works, where it can work, where it can't. That's the whole reason that I'm doing this, is to share my opinions and values, to know and understand why it's a wrong and what people can tell me without throwing insults, right? All right. So I guess you'll be wondering what the hell I'm talking about, but it's just I guess a lot of people, a lot of young people. I see freaking Florida, man. What was this Republican guy's name? What was it? I can't remember his last name. It was so unreal. But this guy, I absolutely love this. I love this. I mean, if he would have won, what, I think he was gonna go for governor, right? If he would have won, I would have definitely would love to move there in Florida, actually. I would love to get an, you know, an actual apartment there, or I don't know, a house. I can't, it would probably be a cheap ass house, but it's definitely something, guys. It's definitely something. It's definitely very good. If he holds the same American values and he doesn't screw this up, and he actually loves his country, his people, the state that he lives in, and actually cares not only about the police, but he actually cares about, you know, serving his country like a person that actually cares about their country, that they should actually do their jobs. I mean, this could be it. This could be like a golden ticket that a lot of people, like something that I wish I could grab. Be like, man, I really wanna go on the other side of the east. I mean, that's something that, I mean, yeah, sure, I'm, you know, close and on the other sides, you know, where they're having socialism or, you know, some bullshit like that. But if I could go in Florida and enjoy my time there and just be chill with the fact that we actually can agree that we love being Americans, yeah, sign me up. I'm gonna probably be jealous of a lot of people there in Florida having a good time. That's something that I wish I could do. So yeah, anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later, okay? Take care and Merry Christmas. I'll probably say this whole week. I got a joke, but I'm not gonna say it. All right. So just we'll see. All right. All right, guys. Bye.